then there's still kids in the hospital that need someone to advocate for them.
I think that something really important with medicine is not about like solving the problems directly.
I'm Luis.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How was your day? How's your Monday going?
It's been really good. Kind of busy with classes. How about you?
I agree. I'm waiting for spring break.
What was your major?
Human services, social work.
Why did you choose that major?
Yeah, so when I was younger, my family, they worked in the child welfare area. They did foster care for 2 younger kids. And I remember the impact that that case manager had on my family and those kids. And I kind of want to make that same difference that they had.
I've always thought about social work as like a work that is like so interesting, but like so complicated to like actually do.
Yeah.
So you have my respect.
Thank you. What's your major?
I'm doing pre-med, so, but it's biomedical sciences. I could do like medicine or something else like research.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why do you want to go into that?
My parents are doctors, and I think that just being on that environment all the time inspired me to do medicine, and I think it's a really rewarding major because I've thought about doing other majors, but it always gets to the point of thinking like, do I want to do this long term? And I think that with medicine I can always like feel rewarded at the end of the day, even though it's really hard. I'd say. Is there any experiences like that you've done throughout your major that have like settled that thought? Because like maybe when you first came here, you were like, I might change it throughout the course. Was it something like really settled it?
I don't think there was a specific like moment. Working with kids, yes, like I love working with kids. I love how funny they are. I think I really like get along with them too because I have like a similar sense of humor. But I think it's the conversations that we have in class. Kids growing up in poverty, kids growing up in single households, going back and forth in the system and coming out of it, them needing more support in school. So I want to venture off into school social work. Oh, but then there's still kids in the hospital that need someone to advocate for them, who need to help their parents think straight when they are obviously not in a state to do so. So I want to go help them do that. And there's just so many different like opportunities in the social work field or in the human services field. And I think just those different conversations that like of each career path I could take really settled it for me. So what about you? Is there a specific moment in your like pre-college life, early college years that really solidified your choice in pre-med?
I think when I first came here, I was still like thinking if this is what I wanted to do. I've always known I like biology, and that's most part of it. But I think what really settled it was both my grandparents had chronic diseases, so that means that they're gonna live with it for their whole lives and until they pass away, right? So seeing them deal with it throughout all my years of growing up, I think that's what made me think that I wanted to help people, because I think that something really important with medicine is not about like solving the problems directly, but it's about giving people the quality of life that they deserve. I think that's really important. I think that you probably like associate to that, because I think social work, it's also about giving people the best quality of life, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's what settled for me, that I wanted to do medicine or something related to it, researching to help people have a better quality of life. So I imagine that in your work, like in your field, you deal with a lot of emotions. How do you usually deal with them?
Yeah. So yes, working with the kids, you hear a lot of their stories, and at home, and you have a lot of advocating for them, and there's a lot of empathetic moments that I do give. I think really trying to leave that at work or not bringing that home with me. I think really just finding a way to have that outlet instead of just weighing it on my brain is a good way to just like process what I was told or what happened it's really hard to do. It's a skill that will help avoid burning out in all fields, but it's hard. It's a really hard skill. So how about you? How do you deal with super empathetic or days where you see a lot of emotions? Have you had those yet? Have you experienced those yet?
I haven't had a lot of experience in the field. It's kind of complicated as an international student to get internships. That's a whole nother story. But I did get the opportunity to do an internship at a hospital back in my country in Ecuador. And you see a lot of different experiences, and people are like sick, so they're vulnerable. And to deal with that, what I try to do is understand what they're going through, like try to be empathetic with them. And of course, there's harsh realities that you have to face when you're in a medical field. And I think it's just accepting that even though you try your best, there's just sometimes that, like, there's things you cannot fix.
Yeah.
And you have to be in peace with that. I think it's important to be healthy by yourself to be able to help others.
So do you have any other practices that you do to clear your mind?
I think talking to people is really important because you get to let your feelings out and you're understood by someone else.
Yeah.
So that way it doesn't stay just within yourself.
Yeah. So obviously this major is a very like broad major, but how has your experience changed your views on the world?
So I think that just especially having these two different perspectives of medicine in the United States and medicine in Ecuador, that has changed my view by seeing how they handle medicine. I think something really quick that I can think about. Here, whenever you go to the doctor's office, you're received by a nurse that like does all your charting, and the doctor sees you for like 5 minutes. In Ecuador, you're seen by the doctor immediately, and it gets problems with scheduling and stuff, but I think it's really important for the doctor to take their time to talk to you as a patient and not just like one more number, if that makes sense. Yeah. So how about you? Is there anything about your major that changed the way that you see the world?
Yes, of course. In my intro to human services class, I remember talking about what it takes to be impoverished. And I forget the like specific numbers, but you got to be making like close to nothing to be considered in poverty. And I think that is really crazy, thinking about how many people need these resources that social workers can offer, but they can't get those resources because they're not in poverty. They're not considered in poverty. Right. So after your Northwest journey's done, where do you see yourself going? You have to go to med school?
So I've been thinking about doing med school here in the U.S., but that might take a year from now because I have to study for the MCAT and those tests.
Yeah, good luck.
But I've also thought about moving to Europe. I applied to Sweden because...
Oh my gosh.
Not in medicine though, it's biomedical sciences major. Okay. But it's still within the same area of what I want to do, but it's helping people and research, which I really like as well. Do you have anything in mind for the future of your major?
Yes. After I'm done with Northwest, I'll move back home. I plan on going to grad school to get my LCSW and my master's, but I don't know if I'll take a year off and like get some work under my belt or if I'll just go straight to grad school and get my schooling done because it's gonna take a minute. And I feel like I could use a break before I go into the heavy stuff and discover what specifically I want to do and where I want to go. You mentioned your internship that you did back in Ecuador. What did you do there?
So I was in the hospital going through different areas like the surgical, the clinical, the laboratories. And it was basically just shadowing the doctors there. I was paired with they have different names in Spanish and English for the medical positions that I think it would be the last year medical students that are working at the hospital already. I was paired with them and I was just following them throughout all the things that they did. And I was pretty much treated as the last year medical student. Yeah.
Oh.
Had to do a lot of research about the different clinical cases that we had, and yeah, got asked questions, and
That'd be cool.
it was cool. Like, learned a lot. It was very complicated. It was really interesting learning about your major. Honestly, it was like so broadening, seeing how social work and medicine are so close to each other.
It's actually crazy. We might be working together someday.
That would be fun.
See you soon.
Well, it was really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.